Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back at Breakaway F1 Racing League. We're tier 3, back on the new game, finishing off the old season. We're in race 9 in Texas, in Kota. It's no longer the US GP, now it's the Texas GP, with the Americans having three races now in the calendar. So it's the Texas GP. We have 7 racers in race 9. So we have 4 races left for the season. So going forward, the hope was that we're gonna finish the season and get maybe a week or two rest, and then start the next season, which should end around the end of November. So we can do our 3 seasons in a game cycle. It's really hard commentating on less than 7 drivers, and I'm also gonna make a suggestion to change the format for tier 3. For instance, if you're in a situation like this, because tier 3 isn't like the other tiers. Their minimum drivers is 5. So I think once they do not reach the threshold of 12 drivers or 10 drivers, the length should be decreased to at least maybe 25% or 35%, because it's not something fun commentating on 7 drivers doing a 50% race. They'll be spread apart, there won't be any overtaking, so we'll just be watching cars go around. And I initially said I wouldn't commentate because it's not much to commentate. So if we're keeping it back. But yeah, on this cold Tuesday, but my thing is Wednesday. Yeah, I thought it was Thursday tomorrow. There's on this cold Tuesday evening. We have Tendo Zole, who's in France. I think it is Nkwali, about to start her lap. Obviously the tier 3 veteran. I think I'll just do commentary on the quali, just to get the first lines, and then for the race maybe the start. But then in the middle, obviously, once they've created gaps between each other, then we can just revert to just being an audio stream. See how well it does. The DRS is on. Quali. Just corner, almost usable. We've lost a lot of time, so we will be going back again to try and improve on the time that we set on this lap. Second gear. I think quali is on automatic gears. Looking at the gearing. Going through the S's will invalidate, goes wide a bit, but keeps it valid. That's all important for the banker lap. You need to keep it valid. So you have a good banker, so you have something that you're chasing for your second run. Does it keep it clean? Yes, it does. Obviously, you have a purple first sector as the first driver to cross the first sector. Now done the back straight, which is actually not a good straight, because in this track you have to run a lot of downforce, so everyone is a bit slow on this straight. But yeah, I'm sure when you go to tier 2 and tier 1, some gents will be running skinny wings there to make sure they can get those qualifying quali. Oh, I thought it was white. It was a good line, decent line through there. Now for the sweeping right, long right hander. Ooh, okay. Yes, at least we'll have something to chase as it goes around the final corner. Almost spins again like it did in the start. And it's a 137. At least we have something to chase now. Just go to Pendo. Invalidate. Oh, it's been invalidate. I think it was lifted off there. final corner. Let's see how this does. Can it beat in quali? No, it can't. 138. Let's look at the Merc of, I think it's the Merc of Billy Henry crosses the line. Zole was ahead. Billy Henry does a 135. Let's jump in with Intundo. As it goes through the third sector. Nice line there. Zole is one of the biggest improvements in this week. That's why in the race, I don't know what happens, but in quali, he kept the pace. As Mfundo goes through the final corner, nice. Let's see 133 here. Mfundo 136. I thought it was somewhere around the 133. I didn't see the entire lap, so I think it was wishful thinking for me. And then Mr. Brown Boy. Mr. Purple Sector, WW returns. Hey, this guy used to give us a headache in tier 1. It Sims does a 133. Sims runs ABSO. It's pretty quick. It does 134. I've never done that time in my life. Sorry about that. So Brown Boy is back with us in tier 3 after some short hiatus from the league. After some hiatus from the league, I think he's gonna try and work his way up. I think he was one of the first guys to actually, in one season, he joined tier 3, got promoted to tier 2, and finished the season in tier 1. So if you want to know how fast this guy is or was, not sure how he's been on this game, but it's almost similar. So I'm sure he's still good on this game as well. But we'll just see with his maiden lap how he does in tier 3. But he's here. Let's see how Mr. Haas, Mr. Alfa Romeo, why am I saying Haas? Pick Alfa Romeo, warming up his tires, getting ready to put the pedal down. Going down. Okay, let's see Mr. Brown Boy as third gear, full throttle. He's lying there. It was close to being an invalidation. Let's see what corner he takes the first corner with. What gear he takes the first corner with. So look at the line there. Nice and clean. Nice line, Purple Sector from Brown Boy WW. Second gear. Then now just to nail the DRS. Think about the braking points. You shouldn't brake too early, shouldn't brake too late. That's the thing with the after a long straight, you need to ensure that you hit the apex. Purple Sector 2. Just jump on board to look at his lines for Sector 3. That's nice. This is the 133 something. 133.2, 133.3. That was almost an invalidation. Hey, Brown Boy. Hey, Brown Boy. Staying so close to the line. So as we look at the Mercs on the outlap, Watterson, Billy, and Mfundo. So only 7 drivers. Let me look at it. Aurabiko, Wagwan, my brother, Wagwan. I think Juke has a power issue. In the same situation as us, South African with load shedding. So yeah,
that's another person whose vibration is tempered by load shedding. But yeah, let's see. Billy Henry says he goes for his second flying lap. And Fundo right behind. Does not have a good enough lap. First corner. Really completely missed the apex there. Section. Nice. Hey, I don't trust this purple sector thing now because I used to notice even doing quali for us in tier 1. You see yourself on the track getting a purple sector, but when you get back to the garage, the guy who set the time previously, if you look at the time, they were faster. So I no longer trust the purple sector split that happened in the map during a lap anymore. But I think it was an issue that started in 122, so in 121 it wasn't there. Did I hear a car looking up? This billion ABS off. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was ABS off. Zole and but I think I thought these guys were gonna have a 13 minute agreement just to 2 laps and then retire at the same time. But as I said, if you've joined now, seven drivers, then I cannot commentate for full race. If you just join 7 drivers, there'll be so much such a big gap between them. It's just gonna be an audio race. I think it's going for a lap now. So it's gonna be an audio race. But he wants to the guys there should improve. I think maybe he made a mistake when he first lap. I'm just upset I missed the Sims quality lap. I enjoy listening to people who drive ABS off and under braking when you hear the tires screech a bit. Yeah. Lance, what's there to commentate? Yeah, I was saying this that you need to make an executive decision if there's less than 10 drivers for tier 3 is just to revert to 25%. Because yeah, 50% for 7 people is too long. And yeah, we're still gonna review the rules for the upcoming season, so that will be hopefully added for the coming season for tier 3. After all, we just want to race. We are competitive, obviously, as people, but this race was created between friends, something to look forward to after long work days, stress reliever. So we just want to race. So it needs to be a bit flexible in our rules to ensure that people still have fun, and so keep in mind that we are not pros, so this is not our like a day job or anything like that. But yeah, we'll continue to adjust the rules to ensure that Nkwali has a moment. Nkwali was close to qualifying for tier 2 between him and Deep Saints. It's unfortunate what happened there. I think what happened there ended up having changing the rules to ensure that what happened in the tier 2 versus tier 3 playoffs never happens again. Yeah, Brown Boy going for another lap. Brown Boy, it's too low for. Let me keep quiet. My conversation is here. I'm racing them this day. I'm gonna tell them my secret. Brown Boy, how is that not invalid? Oh, he lifted, that's why. But Brown Boy, I remember even in F1 22 or 21, Brown Boy was fast and was using very low gears, so I think he's just sticking to that. Yeah, because I couldn't understand how Brown Boy was that fast, but was using the suggested gears. You know, when you're driving manual suggested gears, he was using the gear that the game suggested to him, but it was still faster, fast AF. Sims was like, I'm doing one shot quali retire slowly. But sometimes the driver will like, this is the fastest I've ever been. I cannot go faster than this. Might as well retire and save my energy. Improved to 134.1. Still 5 tenths ahead of everyone. It's only Brown Boy who's on track. I think he might retire himself. Because even if he makes it back to the pits, he won't be able to come out again for another lap. So he might as well retire. There's 2 minutes left. A lap is 134. But if he gets into the garage, there's like a minute something for him to put the car in. His quali is over. Quali over. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, my phone is saying the Wi-Fi disconnected, so I just keep on for drive around. I just retire in the pits. No one's coming out yet. Yeah, I'm gonna be with you for the first couple of laps. Our Mango joined in late. We won't get a quali lap. Our Mango, why are you still going out? Mango. Bro, what are you doing, bro? The current leader of tier 3. Wait, is it Mango who's leading? Okay, let's just look at the standings. Oh, so the standings are Thiago Maestro in P1 with 104 points. Then we have Definitely Juke on 87. Then we have Mango on 78. Billy Henry 73. Sims 66. Sir Lancelot 61. Kwali 57. Zole 54. Mfundo 54. Oh, Mfundo 49. Prince RSA 47. Deep Saints 47. Qmani 30. Selby Songo 23. Just Tendo 28. I am sure is 28 is 18. Sorry. Sanele Mzazi 15. Shakes F1 is 12, and then Celindo with 1 point. Sima Rules has raced, but he didn't classify a result. So did Sibusiso Shava. So those are the current roster drivers that we have in Tier 3. Now let's see what happens. Let's look at the stats. Let's see people shaking off the rust. Because one of the biggest issues with coming back to racing is the stamina. If doing 50% is not easy if you haven't in a while. By halfway you're already tired. I remember in my first race coming back, I was so happy when the safety car came out. Just to get the bit of rest. So Sims RSA taking us away. Slides up. What? Slides out and away they go. I thought, how? They were so slow getting out. Eh? How? Sims, what is happening? Brown Boy is taking the lead. Billy Hendricks second, Quali third, Jacinto fourth. So I was just shocked at what was happening, because Sims just ghosted. I don't know why. It's Tendo has made up 4 positions. Hey, Quali spinning. And Quali. Okay, the biggest loser Sims are saying right now with 5 losses. Zole overtakes Justendo in the hairpin. So let's see if he can keep this position. Now it's a matter of who has a better setup. 3, 4 cars waiting for the first call. Tendo takes back the position. The camera is also in and then Zole took the position back. So 4 cars running close. Brown Boy almost checking out. Billy Hendricks has a moment as he tries to chase down Brown Boy. So let's look at this fight. 4 cars fighting for P4, all taking different lines, all making it through. Tendo goes wide, the others stay in. Tendo with the okay, I think who's pitting? Mango just pitted. Speeding in the pit lane. This fight. So Tendo loses out. Sims RSA and Windows overtaken. Our Mango left the session. And then, oh, he just came to say hi. Came to mark the race. Guys, I'm still here. So, closest guys. Okay, Mango is Brown Boy. 1.7 seconds already pulling out a gap. Billy Hendricks. Zole chasing after Billy Hendricks. 6/10. It's very close now. He needs to stick this close to ensure that he has DRS. To ensure that he has DRS for when the DRS is active in the next lap. So the starting tires. Okay, so front 2 on mediums. The middle 4 are on softs, then qualis on mediums. As Zole makes that position up from Billy Hendricks, pushes him aside and takes P2 from him. Now he's trying to chase down after Brown Boy. They've lost a second because of that fight. Before the main straight, the gap was 1.7 seconds. Now it's 2.7 seconds. So now Zole is trying to wheel back Brown Boy. He needs to, because he's on the soft tire, so he needs to make the soft tire work right now. He needs to ensure that by the pit window, when the pit window opens, it's close enough to offset any strategy calls that Brown Boy might make. But I think they're all gonna do a 1-stop, unless if someone has damage, or I doubt there'd be a safety car on this track. 8 drivers. Look, they're already far apart now, so how will I commentate? It's like practice. It's like a practice session. Sims. DRS, let's see what it does. It's on the soft tire. Do not utilize the slipstream. Some people are, like, but the slipstream effect is so powerful in this game. What I've noted. So Even if he's close, just stick to him for those 2 seconds, just to get that much better speed. And also with the slipstream, you get to save your ERS, so you just use the DRS alone. You don't need to use the ERS when making overtake. Zole has cut the gap to 2.2 seconds, so he got 5 tenths on this lap back from Brown Boy. The Mercs are running together, so it's Mfundo counting down Timus Billy Hendrick. Yes, DRS. Surely won't make a lunge. He's just trying to stick close. He also misses the apex. And just see if the dirty air lets him. Yep, it's good. There should have been a warning. It's a thing. It's starting on soft, guys. I don't start for soft tires, it takes speed. I don't think I'll ever start with a soft tire. So, just need to do this. My apologies. Oh, let me just wait for this move, sorry. Does it make the move? Just give me the visor cam, it doesn't give me the outside shot. But it already made the move. Sorry about that, the game is just giving me this shot. If I try to switch shots. Billy Hendrick spins. Decides to cut grass. Squally overtakes him, as well as Justendo. Okay, I just need to do this quickly. Okay, there we go. I just need to... Hey, I've been muted this whole time. Sorry, gents. No, I was just saying, Zole has made up a lot of time. It's either that or Brown Boy made a mistake somewhere, somehow. Or Zole's pace is just that good. But yeah, he's gonna get DRS. But yeah, he's gonna get DRS for the main straight. Not, do we even call it a main straight? Let's go back to the fight with the Mercs. As Gwali takes Justendo on the outside. Nice move there. Let's go back to the top with Zole chasing Bream Boy. Surely he's gonna have DRS in the long straight, long back straight. So Zole takes position from Brown Boy using DRS in the start to finish straight. Makes up that position. Seems as if Zole has better pace than Brown Boy. As I said earlier, Brown Boy Zole seems to be one of the best, most improved drivers in the league. Putting in hashtag time in. Let's go to the mark of Billy Hendricks making the move on Tendo. He makes the move stick using DRS. Tendo said no, I don't think so. And he goes wide and he loses the position anyways. So now let's go back to Brown Boy. Brown Boy has DRS in the back straight. And Sims RSA is staying with them. It's 1.6 seconds behind. So if anyone makes a mistake, you'll be there to capitalize. So Brown Boy just sticking close to Zole. For Brown Boy, I think he just needs to stay behind him. If you look at battery, Zole used a lot of battery trying to catch up, I guess. But Brown Boy has more, and Sims has even more battery, 87%, 81%, I mean. So I think for Brown Boy, it's just to stick behind him. He knows that Zole is going to be stopping earlier than him. So once he stops, then he can start utilizing the rest of the tire that he has and push. But I think these guys are going for one stop. So the suggested stop for this track is soft to mediums, softs for 13 laps, and then the rest of the race you do on the mediums. But you are very slow because in this game the tire drop off, especially around lap 25, 20, especially around 26% of tire wear, the drop off is quite bad. So you do lose a lot of time. You become slower as the stint goes by. I'm just hoping that these guys do not, or they offer some sort of, but I don't think they'll be offering any variation of strategies if they're still running with the same tires in lap 8. Because I think alternative strats, oh yeah, it has to pit around lap 10 anyway. Yeah, Brown Boy is not trying to make the move, he's just trying to keep next close to him. But he's utilized a lot of his ERS. I think maybe trying to keep him within the DRS range. Because if you're following a car like this and it's giving you DRS and slipstream, you don't really need to use your battery that much. But I think it's set up, maybe it's a setup issue for him. He's running a draggy car, so he's losing a lot of time somewhere, somehow. So he's just trying to make up for that. Again, and now Sims is much closer. He's 1.1 second behind these two. He's making up the time. They're not really fighting. I just think Sims has good race pace for now, better than them. Brown Boy following. How is there no penalties as yet? This is where Brown Boy burns his DRS, trying to keep him with it, but he was already within a second. But I think now the issue is Sims behind him is trying to pull away from him. As Sims comes, Sims will also have DRS. So now I think Brown Boy has to make the decision to make the pass so that he runs away from Sims. As it does make the pass using DRS. What happened to Kwali? I hope Kwali is a network issue and he'll be joining us. Let me just send an invite real quick. Okay, as Zole and Brown Boy keep the fight going, Brown Boy marginally ahead as he takes the inside, going through the long right-hander. Zole is literally pushing Brown Boy. They're saying, Brown Boy, let's go. Sims is here. We need to get a move on. So DRS for the number 2 and 3. Does Zole make the move? Tries to. Brown Boy gives him the space, but he can't make the move. Going through the S's again. Now Zole is a follow car. Zole is set up. I think. Not is it set up or what? But he's always closing in on Brown Boy, even in the corners. But this is definitely hurting their tires. They have much worse tires than in terms of Zole, because they're both in 12 Sims. They have much worse tires than Sims. Yeah, it needs to move using DRS. This is how powerful DRS is on this track with Slipstream. Now Sims has joined the party. Sims is much closer now. 2 tenths behind Brown Boy. 3 tenths behind Brown Boy. Let's watch from his perspective. What's happening in front of him. Still 84%. ERS. This man is ERS is para. Getting a 33 baht. Nokia 33 cent. 3-day battery life. Go. There's ERS. This one, as I said, I enjoy hearing the slight, not even lockups, but if you're running ERS off, the tires will make a smaller noise. ABS off, I don't know if I said ERS. Inventory after a long hiatus. These guys are giving us some action, good fight. Going through the S's, 3 cars, less than a second between them. Let's go. Okay, Zole will be giving these guys both DRS. Let's see if Brown Boy makes the move. If Brown Boy makes the move. Now Sims is not following him. Sims is not following through with him, so he's just gonna stick behind. Ooh, nice try by Zole. He was trying to make sure that he gets the inside for this next corner, and he actually does get the inside for the next corner. Now Brown Boy is gonna have the inside for the next corner, but he's in front anyway, so he gets to keep the position as they go to the S's. As Sims takes a position from Zole. Sims now up in P2. Said let's go. Sims locks up. I think Sims had a lock up. He's going to pit now. As he pits. I think they need to work on the camera angles for this game, for this year's game. Sometimes the camera just cuts to some bad shots. Like there, I was on Sims, but then the camera just cuts to a shot where the car is not. It's doing weird things, but I'm sure they'll be giving us updates as they go through the S's for the 12th time this race. It's only chasing, obviously. Brown Boy, the FIFA is coming to an end, so Brown Boy, it's time to play F1 now. So I'm coming back, I'm joining. Because I think by now, he's just racing for fun, unless if he wins this race and the next 3 races, then he'll have a chance with progression to gear the 2. Because if you're looking at the standings, as Zole makes the pass, because if you look at the standings, tier 3, but I like the way that they are attacking these moves. If he knows he's gonna lose a position, he places a car in such a way that for the next corner he gets inside, which is pretty smart. Pretty smart racing. So Zole has to pit to try and cover off Sims because they're on the same tire compound. They're both on the softs. So he has to cover him off. Now let's see where Sims is. Sims is going around the final corner. No, Sims has made up the position. The undercut has worked. Yeah, it seems Zole will just be behind. Let's see 2 seconds. So the undercut is really powerful in this game. If the gap was less than a second, but after the pit stop, it's 2.9 seconds. Yeah, the undercut is really powerful. It speaks to what I was saying earlier about the tire drop off. Old tires are bad in this game. New tires are overpowered. The amount of grip you get and your outlap so much faster than a person who's on a tire that they started on. So it's gonna be undercut mayhem, but undercut is very dangerous because if you undercut, it means that at the end of the race, you're gonna have all the tires and the person. So some people might say, okay, you're undercutting, okay, I'm gonna just do 3 more laps on these tires. Then obviously when I pit, you'll be in front of me, but I'll be catching you, and then at the end you'll be losing your tires, and I'll have fresher tires, and I'll overtake you. So it's those mind games and that reasoning that makes a difference in racing, this racing game, because obviously it's equal cars. It's not like Formula One where Verstappen is just running away in a rocket. Equal cars now it's a skill issue. That's what the gamers say. It's a skill issue. So it's all about skill here. So Sims posts the fastest lap of 136. He has about 14 laps worth of fuel. He's doing a lap that people were doing in quali. I'm not judging, just saying, doing it on mediums. Mendem needs to pick up the pace, bruv. Mendem needs to pick up the pace. Yeah, but now this is now the boring part. They've made stops. There are huge gaps between them. There's no real battling going on. Just watching them go around, and I don't understand how there are no penalties. Yeah, these guys is good, cause the penalties are on strict. Hey, I'm judging tier 2 tomorrow if people get penalties. If tier 3 is not getting penalties by lap 14. But it's because King Straw is not here. If Straw was here, he'd already be on 9 seconds right now. So the F1 cars go round and round, round and round, round and Onkwali is AI. I think he was AI, is back. And he's about to be left, which is unfortunate for Unkwali as he gets left by Brown Boy. Brown Boy with this. Brown Boy hasn't stopped because he started on the mediums. Yeah, well, this game is. I'm not sure if you guys could, because we're trying to see. We can't see lap times. Oh, we can. So, in the interest of obviously they're not fighting anyone, so we're just gonna be looking at the lap times. So he's okay. He was faster than his previous 2 laps. He's on 141s. I think I wish for them to make this a side panel on the side so you can actually compare as you watch the cars, so to make things easier and nicer. Let's compare it to Sims times right now. He did a 143. Now he's in the 136, so he's 4 seconds faster than Brown Boy right now. So obviously that means that when Brown Boy pits, he'll be way behind him. Let's look at Zule. Zule is doing a 136. He did 136, so it's also close to 4 seconds faster than Brown Boy. So they're both. Wait, did Brown Boy make a mistake? Brown Boy is 4 seconds behind, 4 seconds ahead of Sims, and he hasn't stopped. Sims has stopped. I think Brown Boy might have made him. Aye. Why is the metasizing me now? How are they this close to him? But look at the tire difference. The amount they're catching him by. They just keep catching. They're catching. Yeah, ne. I know new tires are OP in this game. So this thing of medium hards is not gonna be working anymore. Because I was just looking, trying to practice this track. So even the suggested strategies, soft to mediums. But if you remember the older games on this track, more specifically, the softs were rubbish. After 6 laps with the softs, you couldn't drive with them because of the S's. But now the softs, the first stint is 13 laps. But Brown Boy is gonna be too far behind, and he can't take so. Will he try and take softs? Oh yeah, he can take the softs to the end. Okay. Is he taking them? He's taking the softs. So now it's just to see. Okay, he's gonna be ahead of Mfund. Mfund has stopped. He's gonna be way ahead. Yeah, should be safe. It's gonna be very safe. So now it's Zole trying to catch Sims. If he makes it, he tries. Just keep an eye on the gap. For now. Yeah, Lancelot. Yeah, it was like 4 seconds per lap faster. Just showing the tire compound, the tire difference, tire life difference. Sorry. I like to stay on board a lot. I just like to see the lines properly. What the lines that the driver is taking. So copy and paste. Copying is the biggest flattery, Isilungu in the English language. In the English language. Okay, so it's still. Oh, Zole has a moment. Almost loses the time. It was 4.1 seconds. He made up a lot of time. Now he's lost it all. 7 seconds. I think it's gonna stay like this for the rest of the race now. Unless if Brown Boy can claw back those 8 seconds, 9 seconds to get in within DRS of Zole. So he has to do 11 laps on softs. You'd never even think or consider such in the old game, doing 11 laps on softs. Hey. Let's watch the man with ABS off. This man is a ERS whisperer. Still in 82%. Hayi, when shit sisekakeni cheaters. Jensen Tier 3 are moving. We're gonna be seeing them in 2 seasons. Because a shoot of Tier 1. Sisekakeni Tier 1. Tier 3 gens are coming. Moving with APS off. Because a shoot of Tier 1. Sisekakeni Jensen. Nampo Sims, Nampo Zod. They're coming to Tier 1. Sim spins. That brings in Zole now. But he's lucky he didn't get any damage. The tires hot, obviously. It's 4 seconds the gap. So he gives back Zole that time that he lost. Okay, Zole is making up the time. Oh yes, he's catching him. He's catching him. Let's just stay on him as he does the chase. He is slowly chipping away at this gap. He's about to kill off 8/10 this lap because Sim's mistake was just before the start finish straight, just before the start line of the previous lap, or on the previous lap. Okay, the gap is steady now at 3.4. Uh, 3.2 still just cut two. He only cut 2/10. So now Brown Boy is coming back at both of them because they made mistakes. Just 4 seconds behind. but I think he's just gonna run out of tire because it's soft tires. No, Nkwali is back in the race. Nkwali is back in the race. Just said he got back after everyone had got back just before he was left by Simpson upon Bono. I think they left him before he came back, but he's back right now. Yeah, Brompo is not catching fast enough. Brompo needs them to make mistakes like they did before, because the issue is with Brompo, his tire is gonna just die on him at the end. But he's getting his under 3 seconds on this lap, I think, at the straight. If he gets a good getaway in the corner, in the back straight. My apologies. Yeah, 3.9. Could be using a bit of ERS, so anything. 3.7 now. Nice and steady, Brompo. You can see them. Ah, and there was a warning. No ways. All four tires were off the track level. Yeah, shout out to Tendo. Tendo has improved. It was bad day. Even Zole, I was saying with Zole, gamble again, but now look at his pace. He's just putting in the time in. He's moving. Zole has pace now. If he can keep up with Sims, who's doing APS off, and he seems to have a bit more experience. I know Zole has improved a lot. Just said he hasn't. He hasn't won a race yet. The only people who have won races in Tier 3 are Thiago Maestro with 3, definitely Juke with 2, Mango, all 3 of the races he's participated in. He's won 3 with the fastest lap, all 3. Then the last person to win a race is Sims. So we have nice graphics for standings there, courtesy of Kid K. You can see how many people have podiums, how many podiums they have, how many races they've taken part in, and all those lovely details. So shout out to Kid K911 for ensuring that we have all these beautiful stats to share with you. So 4 more laps to go. Brown Boy is run out of time, and I'm sure he's running out of tire to catch these guys. If I was Zole needs to try and build a smaller gap, because 2.6 seconds, if you have a slight spin in 2.6 seconds, if you catch a half spin, the person is right behind you. So it's always better to have the gap at least at 4 seconds, because even a spin is around 6 to 7 seconds. So I want to get a good gap in this game is like 6 seconds. Hey, Billy Hendricks and his teammates, Mfundo, don't show what's happening. And then Mfundo just pitted for mediums with 4 laps to go. Hey, Mfundo. What? I understand that he had the gap to pit and still come out in the same position, but why mediums? Cause he had 3 softs. Did you get 3 softs? You get 3 softs. Yes, he had 3 softs. Oh, he started with one of them. And he had used 2 in quali. So yeah, I understand the choice for the mediums. So Billy Hendricks, here's another person who has on and off days. Some races he's very strong, consistent, and then in other races just falls off. I think it's just getting accustomed to the new game. Obviously, first race, slightly different handling model, new tire model, new tire, what's what. So tires hit differently. The mediums different terms, softs different terms, hards different terms. So all those factors play in, especially in your first race back. And another thing, and the thing I was saying earlier, the thing of stamina, of building up stamina and muscle memory on the game. Because after being away for so long, I haven't been racing, and I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any practice lobbies, so chances are when I say rusty, chances are rusty. But yeah, they're pushing on. They're fighting, man. They're fighting for the points. Hi, this Mac is dating, eh? Man's been cutting grass. Oh, someone was cutting. Oh yes, Billy Hendricks had a moment. He was fighting with Mfundo in Sector 3, where he tried to go on the inside and then spun, and he was on the grass, and I think everyone overtook him before he could restore on track. So I think that's what happened to him. So obviously, if you have such a mistake, it's around 10 seconds. So you've lost a lot of time. Your tires are hot, and all those things. So Mfundo should be setting a fastest lap on this lap. Let's jump on board with him. Should be a fastest lap. How? Ghosting is on. Why isn't Nkwali ghosting? I need to check the thing, but ghosting is on. All those collisions are on. But because Nkwali is at the back, I'm going to get the fastest lap. Let's look at the fastest lap. What is that thing? It is here. So the fastest lap is a 136. Fundo was 2 seconds slower. So let's see if he can get it on this lap. I'm pretty sure the costume was on settings. So we'll go and have a look. Yeah, ghosting is on because who's this Sims at the start ghosted when he had a moment. So I'm not sure what's happening. Let's go back to the normal time interval. Zole is much closer now, 1.5 seconds. I think did Sims have a moment, or was he trying to just get rid of the slipstream effect? Because I saw him going wide there. So I think it was just trying to stop the slipstream. Hey, final lap. Zole could be within DRS for the back straight. But let's watch him try and catch up. Gap is 1.6 seconds. The tires are almost the same because they stopped. Zole has one lap newer tires. All about this the exit here. It makes up almost 2/10 or 1/10 and some change. Yeah, misses the apex, but it's good. Makes up to another 2/10. Oh, he loses it because of awkward spin there. The problem is he doesn't have ERS. He's on 0%. Since he's now using ERS. And I think Sims should be safe because of Zole's ERS situation. Okay, he's within DRS now. Will he be able to stay within the DRS? I think is Zole running heavy downforce because he's just losing time in the high speeds. Let's see now, 2 10s. Ah, 6 10s. Zoli is losing a lot of time on the acceleration. He makes up the time and then he loses it again. Like getting really risky. Sorry, haven't been here for a long time. 7 10s. Is it close enough? As Sims runs wide, picks up a bit of grass, but I'm sure the tires will. Ah! I thought he was making a lap there. No, he compromised his line now by doing that. But will he still be able to make the move? No, it's too far back. Yeah, he compromised his line going to the corner. Ah, he hits him. I hope Sims can stay forward. Ah, Zoli. Zoli has lost this. It's the line that he took going to into the hairpin because he had to wait for him. I think Sims holds it. Almost he has a moment there. Final corner. Zoli! He spins on the final corner. I think he was trying to get the power down so they can have a drag to the finish line. As Brown Boy finishes 1.3 seconds behind, so it Sims in P1, Zole in P2, Brown Boy P3. Then we have it's just Tendo is finishing now. He was left obviously, so we gets the checkered flag. Then we have Mfundo. Mfundo still couldn't get the fastest lap. Mfundo, what are you doing? This has to be fastest lap, Mfundo. Mfundo, he couldn't get the fastest lap. He was close, but he couldn't get the fastest lap. Almost 2 tenths off, 1/10 and something off. Mfundo tried. And then we have Billy. Billy. And then how Billy? Billie Jean, not my lover. He's just a girl. Claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Billie Jean. Oh, Billy Hendrix. So there you have it. Breakaway coming back. We're still in the old season. Race 9. 3 more races left for tier 3 after this. But for all the tiers, there'll be 3 races left after this week. And then we conclude the season. We'll take a short break. Could be a week, could be 2 weeks. It will be announced after the playoffs, of course. And then we come back for the new season to ensure that we finish this game before December. So there you have it. Sims takes P1. Zole P2, Brown Boy P3 as he comes back into racing in the new game. He takes P3 with the fastest lap. Then you have Mfundo. Then you have Billy Hendrix. Then you have Just Tendo. Then in Quali. Then you have Mango. So yeah, gents, we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow for tier 2. Same time, 8 p.m. Short quali, 50%. Also a reminder that tier 2 has constructors championships. They have to vote, otherwise they have to meet a minimum requirements of race in order to stay in the division, in the tier. So hoping to see more people in that grid for tomorrow. So join us again here on this channel at 8 p.m. Thank you for joining us. Hope you stay warm in this cold weather. See you again tomorrow.